Hey there, the wife and I are down here at Becknology Days, and it's here at Atlanta, Indiana, um, and it's put on by Becks Hybrids, and that is the company we buy our corn and soybean seeds from. And they got different activities throughout the day, just talking about some of their different corn hybrids, soybean hybrids, and some different other talks on, agronomy, soil testing, different products you can use to, maybe increase your yields and things like that. And they got some kid activities, so it should be a fun-filled day. So, hey, so they're getting ready to do.
We did some figuring one day. It's about a horse.
A drone demonstration here on spraying.
So right now, what's going to do is it's going to climb to sparing height. It just pretended it went to the field. Now it's going to drop itself. Well, now the sparing height, spray height's about the same. Yeah. So that rate of liquid right there, we usually spray it 1 gallon. That's probably closer to 3 gallons. But the problem is 1 gallon's hard to see. So we've got the rate jacked up so that you can see the spray come out of it. So it'll run 3 passes. It'll finish up down there at the far end, and then it'll ferry back here and land where it took off. If this is a spray operation, then what we would do is put 4 more gallons of liquid in it, fresh battery, and go again. Yanks it. The lighting's perfect. Oh, round it. Great. Yeah. For whatever reason, I'm not sure why Liberty works at 1 gallon. I sprayed Clinton in the other day. He's coming home. Now is this coming on to and even the hot swap tank.
So they got some activities for the kids. The kids are here playing a little putt-putt. And they got cornhole over there, and you can ride a pony. And I think they got a corn maze over there. So we are in a Magnum 400. This thing is beautiful. Look at this. Nice leather seats. Only in my wildest dreams will I be able to afford something like this. You see Freddy's enjoying himself. So the kids and I are just looking at some different hybrids. So next year we'll be probably planting this 62374. So it's 113-day corn. It's right for our geographic area there, you can see. Probably I'd say we're probably going to go with medium soils here, so you can plant in 30-inch rows. So I could plant that in between 34 and 30 or 36,000 seeds per acre. I think this one, let's see here. Yes, it responds well to an increased rate of nitrogen. So this one, you may, or I don't know, we'll see. I may put a little more nitrogen on this one. So another hybrid we are going to plant is a 5829. It's 108 day. Responds to low to moderate, respond to fungicide application. And basically a fungicide application is these leaves can sometimes get different fungicide type materials like on there. I don't know my fungicides that well, but they're basically some lesions and things on the leaves that can happen. Yeah, like right here we got there. Can't remember what they call that. So then the 108 days, basically depending on where you live, you know, like 108 day here around northern Indiana, has good. That's a good hybrid to plant. You know, between the time you plant it and basically full maturity. Okay, here's one that says like 117 day. As you can see by the chart, you probably would not want to plant that here in northern Indiana. Now you can see there in southern Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee area. Henry, put all those back. And he's playing with the kernels or the ears there. So, I mean, if you're making it maybe for a corn silage, yes, it might work, but it just would not be running the risk of would it be fully mature by a frost. So you can see some of these go all the way up to let's see, I don't know what I think they're like 118 days the longest maturity corn they have. And then on the other end you got, like say, 101 day. Now here for northern Indiana, you can see there, yeah, maybe the Michigan and Indiana border, it might work. But the thing is, if you go too short of a season corn, then you're gonna be able to maximize your yield out. So, I mean, you can plant it, but again, you may not maximize your yield out. You know, maybe if you want to kind of spread your harvesting out, you could potentially plant an early maturity like this, so you can spread your harvest out. So, but again, you know, you might potentially lose some yield. Then down here we got some soybeans. These are pretty late maturing soybeans. You can see by the 4-3. So those, again, same thing with the corn. They may not fully mature by the frost. So you can see southern Indiana here. So I think all these are yeah, these look like they're all late matured soybeans. So we got here some different maturities. We got like a 2-3. So again, like you said with the corn, you can plant them in Indiana, like you said, if you want to get started early in the harvest. But again, you're not going to maximize your yields out. Come on. Or maybe if you want to plant some wheat or something, you might want to plant a early maturity. But so generally here in northern Indiana, if you get into the 3s, you can plant those. So this is one of the soybean hybrids we are going to plant next year. It's a 3230 E3, and I believe, again, it's a new hybrid, as you can see there. The Enlist, it's a new variety. Basically, it's your herbicide package, and they got things. We're running into some issues. A lot of these the weeds are becoming resistant to a lot of our herbicide programs, so they got to come out with new bean hybrids to Henry to be able to spray the weeds. And so now I'm sitting in a presentation waiting to start, and listen to one of the agronomists here from Becks, and he's going to talk about soil testing. What are we missing? So this should be interesting.
Well, my name's Steve Gapp. I'm the regional agronomy manager for Becks Hybrids, and actually I'm working my 18th field show here this year. So it was 19 years this fall with Becks. It's been a fun ride. I've never seen it.
So what we got in here, this is called the President's Room. So what the President's Room is, basically if you buy 100% Becks corn or soybeans. So I plant all Becks corn and soybeans. So sign up for a trip to a tropical island. We got some ice cream back there. Then get a crock pot. So it's kind of a nice exclusive area. Nothing too special. So this is kind of the kids' connectivity area. They got photos and basketball over there, and then some t-shirt painting and some face painting, and then the wife did a kind of a wooden design thing earlier today. So we kind of took a detour coming home here this afternoon. We decided to hit up Dairy Dream here in Allenay. So they have exceptionally good ice cream. And I think all of us are enjoying our ice cream.